JB to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First, I also wish to confirm that I fully associate with the statement that has been read out. And just to confirm to Kenyans that yes, indeed, we are historically supposed to enjoy and celebrate Jamhuri Day. The unfortunate bit this year is that there's really nothing much to celebrate other than to remember the heroism of those that fought for independence. Because as has been confirmed both in our statement and from my colleagues who have spoken before me, there's really nothing to celebrate. Honesty, truth have been criminalized. I hope Kenyans don't clap or won't clap for William Ruto if he says again, if he repeats tomorrow that since he took office, he has never taken a shilling that belongs to the public. Because I'm sure even you colleagues from the media, you actually can tell somebody who has never taken a shilling out of public coffers is able to invite 10,000 teachers and give them 10,000 shillings each. Where will he say that came from? Parliament has not passed any budget authorizing him to spend that kind of money. Where will he say he gets the money to call 10,000 chiefs and assistant chiefs and bribe them with 10,000 shillings each? Yet he has not taken a shilling from the public coffers other than his salary, which we all know how much it is. So I'm just cautioning Kenyans, please don't celebrate that because he is likely to repeat that lie because William Ruto is a guy of theater. He likes theatrics. High-sounding phrases, making Kenya Singapore. Yeah? How do you make Kenya Singapore when corruption is the order of the day? I hope he has read actually a Liquor News book properly so that he is not hallucinating about making Kenya Singapore in the next few months that are remaining in his presidency. Because for sure, we in the United Opposition are determined to rescue this country. Lazima tukomboe nchi kutoka kwa utawala mbaya, utawala ambao kile kimekita mizizi zaidi ni ufisadi. And we must celebrate some of our institutions that are still remaining faithful to the country, faithful to the provision, the requirements of the leadership and integrity provisions in our Constitution, principles and values of governance as enshrined in Article 10 of our Constitution, which William Ruto has completely ignored because William Ruto considers the current 2010 Constitution an inconvenience. And as you can see, by what we hear from the people that always visit State House, Mheshimiwa Rais tunakuomba hii, Mheshimiwa Rais nakuomba barabara, Mheshimiwa Rais, and Mheshimiwa Rais has completely mistaken that to mean that the country is a private business. And it's no wonder that shamelessly he will assemble high-end crowds to go and purport to be launching the Riloni-Mau Summit Road, which I advised against cancelling the original contract with the French, and which cancellation has come at the cost of over 6.5 billion Kenya shillings to the taxpayer. That is surely not testimony of a person desirous of elevating this country to any level, let alone to the level of Singapore. We hope William Ruto, in his hallucinations, tomorrow, in his speech, he does not again hoodwink Kenyans about his faithfulness, that he has never taken even a shilling. These are all hollow phrases that he has only perfected over the years. But all is not lost. All is not lost. I know Kenyans are resilient. Kenyans are courageous. I want to pray that Kenyans, even as you celebrate whatever little there may be to celebrate about Jamhuri this year, please remember that you have a date with destiny in 2027. You must all participate in liberating this country. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you. May I now invite my brother Muturi, alete salam. Thank you. Karibu.
Thank you very much. Let me also join my friends and colleagues in wishing Kenyans a happy Jamhuri, a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But at the same time, I associate myself with a statement that has been read on behalf of the United Opposition, but maybe probably to just one or two remind Kenyans that they should never take William Ruto seriously, because when he stands before cameras and the country purporting to be a fighter of corruption, I think the best we can describe him is the prince and the lord of corruption and impunity in this country, which we must all join hands together as a people to fight. His priorities are upside down, and they're never intended to be for the best interests of the people of Kenya. People have talked, or we have talked about the decreased capitation as we get into next year. And the whole idea is for them to mess completely with the education system, where the best equalizer for everyone is education. I saw somebody the other day trying to work out figures on the extent and the irony that the government has in terms of supporting children in this country, and where he had put in a budget of 3 billion against 10,000 children going to school. And when you worked out the math, you realized the budget for every child in every year was 300 shillings, and then went further to break it down and say, assuming even one child was to stay in school for 200 days, then the budget was 1 shilling for food. So how serious is William Ruto when he knows the best thing that we can do is to have a serious system properly funded? And I pray and I ask Kenyans to join us in this struggle, because the opposition is so bent to ensuring that education is accessible to all Kenyans. He was really serious. When you look at the kind of money that is allocated to as the education budget, that goes to CDF, that goes to counties, and these other institutions, that the end effect is to really deal with the psychological independence, or the psychological feeling of a parent that is in need, in terms of making him a beggar to go and ask for money to pay children. The effect on the child and the parents is so huge. So we would want a system whereby education can be fully funded, so that you don't have, as a parent, be queuing before or lining up in the offices of members of parliament or the governors or everybody else to ask you for money. Begging is the worst form of a thing that we really want want to see himself in because it's not the best state. So people make in decisions that are based on problems is not the best. So I want to tell the country that we are committed. I want to invite all those Kenyans that are out there to know that these leaders are only there to lead this fight. And we want, and because at the end, tumeshika kichwa pale na masikio ya simba, nyinyi mndiru na mateke, but will not be count, but will move forward to ensuring that we have a country that is good, a country that has equal opportunity for everyone. Thank you, and thank you.